Hey guys, Snake here again, and today's video is going to be a bit interesting, and it's because we're going to be putting together something that I ordered on eBay that wasn't quite in the listing that you had to put it together on your own. So what I ordered is actually for the Can Snake Fix It series, which is a diode tester. Show you guys here. Give me 1 second, make sure it's not showing anything that it shouldn't be showing. Okay, so here we go. So that's what I ordered. Not very expensive. It's a LCR-T4 Mega328 transistor tester or diode tester. I guess you could it's also known as a ESR meter. So anyway, that's what I ordered. Very cheap. It was only $8, $9, and that's what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Now, let me just show you. What was sent. Okay. First of all, it came in this bag. Now we're talking about, you know, something that's electronic, right? Came in this bag, and inside was this. So apparently you have to put it together yourself. It did come from China. That's obviously why it was so cheap. That was $8.70 or $8.99, $9. Let's just round it up to $9 with shipping. So obviously not very expensive. As you can see, the board came in here. I can't believe they packed that in a plastic, I guess you can call it envelope. So I hope it works. I hope it didn't get damaged. I guess we'll see. And then we have these parts here. I'm hoping it's going to be pretty cut and dry, but if you guys are interested in a diode tester and you happen to purchase the same one or a similar one and you're ordering it from China, you may have to put it together yourself. So maybe my failure in attempting to do so. Oh, as you can also see, no instructions at all. None whatsoever. So I have to figure this out all on my own. As a matter of fact, just looking at it, it looks like it's going to be pretty darn simple. But you never know. Let's dump out these screws here. Looks like it just comes with some nut and bolt things here. Okay, so that's how you put it together, and then these are most likely the spacers that go in between to separate the two plastic pieces so they don't touch together. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty simple, but we shall see. Let me go ahead and put everything to the side here. It came with quite a few bolts. Some short, some long. Let me just show you that here. So, let's see. Let's hold it by the head so that you can see. Oh! So Not sure where those are going to go. I'm going to have to say that these white spacers are most likely going to go on the longer bolts, nuts and nuts and bolts. And let's see, so we have 4 and 4. 4 short, it looks like. 4 long. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not sure if that's where they go. I'm just not sure. And obviously this is some kind of protective coating over the plastic or acrylic, I guess this would be most likely. And yeah, and then you just kind of just peel that off. So let's go ahead and open the actual item here. Okay, the screen is loose. Oh well, it looks like it just kind of sits in there. So it looks like they tried to tape it down for shipping. The screen, the little glass screen that it comes with, is not in the best condition. Has some scratches and stuff on it already. Now if this was some kind of gaming console or something to that effect, I'd be shipping this right back. But it is a little diode tester, so does the screen have to be in mint? No. No, it does not. I don't know, it seems pretty simple. It doesn't look like anything's broken, as far as I could tell. Now again, I don't know what this is supposed to look like at all. I was going to say otherwise, yeah. So my only confusion right now is where in the heck is the screen supposed to sit? So let's just mock this up real quick here. So this looks like a side piece. I don't even know which way they would go. Okay, wait. This looks maybe like it would go here. Okay. And I only say that. I'm trying to match up the pieces. If you can see here, there's like a little. This might be the window. I don't know. But this little notch right there kind of meets up with that there. So I'm assuming that's where that one goes. And then these little end pieces look to be exactly the same. So this would go here, I guess. This one would go up at the top here. Okay, and then this one also has like a little window there, but I really can't tell which way that would go. Okay, so that would go like that, I think. And then this, I have no clue. It won't sit in that way. Oh, okay, because let's see. There we go. So this is my first, I guess, mock-up of how to put this together. Now, Where in the world? Okay, alright, I'm getting somewhere here. So, let's pull this off real quick. It looks like this would sit like this. As you can see, that sits in there like so. And there's really, well, I guess you could put this is the way. This is the way, because it has the little notch there, a little cutout for the clamp system here. So the screen goes where? Let me just pull this tape off here. Can't believe they sent this out like this. I mean, so what am I supposed to, I'm supposed to stick this? This was loose a minute ago, but I just stuck it in there. Okay, there we go. I hope I don't break it. Okay, I don't believe that's supposed to come out. You know what? Let me actually get a 9-volt battery. Let's test this real quick, okay? So give me 1 second, be right back. Alright. So first things first, let's make sure that the battery's good. Let's test it for 9 volts. We'll pull out our little multimeter here. We're going to set it to voltage DC. And see what we get. Alright, we're getting 9.3 volts. So let's see if I can show you guys real quick here. It might be backwards for you, huh? Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it backwards from the little screen. But 9.29. Alright, so that's working. Let's go ahead and shut that off. And then let's plug her in. There we go. And maybe press the button here. Alright. It's working. Now it's reading unknown because there is no diode or anything in there. But the screen is on and it is working. So that's good. Alright. Does it shut off on its own or... It's actually giving me a reading for a capacitor right now. It has nothing in it. Okay, now it says unknown or damaged part. So it does seem to be working. Alright, so back to... Let me go ahead and unplug this. Does this turn off? Let's wait and see if this turns off by itself after maybe a minute or two. Well, hopefully not a minute or two, a couple seconds. I would have there it goes. Yep. Okay, so it does have an auto shut off feature in there, or just shuts itself off after a few seconds. The screen is really scratched. All right, I'm not feeling confident in. I always hated 9-volt batteries. I just feel like, look at that thing's stuck in there. Now when I try and take this out, you know, I feel like I'm going to break it. There we go. Jeez Louise. You know, and these wires in here are so thin and they're connected in there. Just feel like you're going to rip that out. Alright, so what is the deal with the screen? This is glued in. The screen is actually glued in. I don't know if you can see that there. One right there and then one on the other end right there. So it's hot glued in. And this, I really don't want to pull the screen too hard. This is so weird. I'm gonna have to go look at the picture. Let me go study the picture of the unit online, and I'll be back and see if we can figure out something. Okay, guys, so I'm back. So one of the things that I was confusing myself with is the fact that we needed to see the screen, and obviously the way it's got to sit is it's just going to sit that button must come off because it doesn't fit cleanly in there, but you'll be able to see the screen through the acrylic glass, so that's what they're banking on here. So let's see if this button comes off. It does. Okay, very easily as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to go ahead and fasten this down to this part here and then figure out the other parts later. So let's go ahead and get this stuff off of here if I can. Oh my. Let me find a spot to peel this off here. Oh man, there we go. This acrylic has better protection than the screen. The acrylic is going to look beautiful and the screen's going to be jacked. Alright, so there's one piece there, as you can see. Throw this one out. Let's get the other side off. I don't want to use a tool on this because then I'll probably end up gouging it or something. It takes a second to get your fingernail under it, but keep at it. Okay. Ah, look at my fingerprints all over this thing already. Let's see if I can wipe some of this off. Even though I'm probably going to get more fingerprints on it, but I would much prefer them not to be on the inside and just on the outside so it can be wiped. But it is what it is. Alright. So there we go, I guess. That's interesting because right here we have the strip to the screen that's going from the board to the screen, and it's right over the slot that one of the end pieces goes into. Let me just show you here. See that? And then this is supposed to sit inside there, so that's gonna push down on that ribbon a little bit. I guess that's gonna be okay. Alright, so it looks like I did this backwards, and the reason I say that is because it does not have the holes here on this front plate in order to screw this down into screw it into each other, so to screw them together I should say. So okay, let's put that to the side and let's check out this one. This would be the back plate. Well, let's see if we can mark. Yeah, so looks like the screw holes are here. Well, no, that's incorrect. Let's turn this over. Okay, the screw holes are here. Here we go. Alright, so that's where they are. So I may be wrong on the spacers. I would imagine the spacers actually go here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm positive the spacers go on the shorter screw now and not the longer screws. Well, it would go under it actually, so it wouldn't go, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and peel this off here. Oh, come on. These little cutout areas are a bit thin. Okay, looks like I left a little tiny piece here. Alright, that's off. Alright, that one came off nice and easy. Well, came up, not off. It's not off yet, right? There's a little spot there. There we go. That's what I get for calling it easy. Alright. Okay. So there's that now. And I don't think it actually, oh man, it might matter. I don't know if it matters. I know it sits like this, but does it matter if which side? Okay, let's get this other piece back. So this would go like this. So what is this little section here? See, this part here, oh man, it's going to be hard to see now that it's clear, huh? But these sides are different. It has a little cutout here compared to over here. So you can either put it this way or this way, obviously. So not sure which side that particular part needs to go on. I don't really know. I guess let's let's just start putting it together and I guess go from there. I mean, what else can I do? Alright, so we know this has to go like this, I believe. Alright, let's put all the short ones in. And I get maybe it's the long ones that need to go here, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see. Okay, so now let's turn this over. Oh, great, they fell out. Yeah, I was going to try and make sure that I didn't get my fingerprints on the inside of this. Let's go ahead and throw that out the window right now. Okay. So as you can see there, I've got the screws in. Let's put the spacers on. Okay. Then we'll put that on like so. I think this needs to go underneath. Alright, I think we're on the right track. Let's go ahead and put some of these little nuts in. I want to get them started at least. There we go. There's one. Oh, that one's not grabbing correctly. Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. Alright, maybe I'll just get the top two. They're longer. The other two are sitting in like an indent, so I don't have quite as much sticking up. Alright, yeah, those went on pretty easily. Alright, so let's see if I can prevent that from falling out. There we go. As you can see so far, I have two of them started. That third one's just kind of hanging on there. See if I can screw it down this way. I'm obviously going to have to put a some tension on that there. So as of right now, I think this is how it goes. And then this should just go on the top like so. I hope. You know what's funny? Something else that I'm thinking about too is that this battery, it looks like it's supposed to sit in here somewhere. And you have to open this thing up in order to change the battery. Interesting. Alright, let me get these tightened. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about it right now. We'll see. I'm not gonna over tighten here, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of pressure on it. Nothing crazy. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, that's the, so no wiggle on there. I think that has to be how it goes, because there's no way that the board would go straight down into onto the acrylic, and there's no space for it to do that anyway. You have it looks like a capacitor that's sitting there, so that's also in the way. So let's see where we can go with these. Now remember, this one has the notch in it, so we know that it goes on the side with the little clamp thing here. Put this on here so you guys can see. Just trying to get the corner with my nail. Okay, so there you go. All the pieces are now, or the covers are all off the pieces now, the protective paper. So, looks like this goes this way. It goes like that. We're going to put this down to keep that in place. All right. Here's that other part I was talking about. I have no idea where this hole would go. I'm assuming on the bottom half. I'm not really seeing a need for it in any other area. To be honest, I don't know why it's there at all. Nor do I know why this big hole is here with these little holes down here. I don't know if that's to keep the battery tied down somehow. I don't know. I didn't get a rubber band or a rope or anything, or I don't know. Well, let's just get it together, I guess. You know, actually, there's another issue. Now that I think about it, I'll tell you in just 1 second what the issue is. Okay. So there's a pad here on the board. That is also for testing certain components or diodes. And you just basically touch it on there and it'll give you a reading. With this, you can't use that. And I was thinking maybe that hole in the back that we were just talking about right there, that one. But there's no way. It doesn't. That is not it. Interesting. Let me go back to the picture again. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Yeah, as far as I can see on the picture there, that is now something that you cannot use when you put it in this case. So I'm wondering if this case is even worth putting on. I mean, you can't change the battery unless you pull this off. And you can't use that particular testing part there. Let me go ahead and no, there's, you know, I'm looking at it here to see if there's another way to actually put this on, and there really isn't. Huh. See if I can loosen this up. It's a little crooked at the top. You won't be able to tell on the camera, but it's sitting a little crooked, and I don't know if it's just the way the holes are. Does not appear to be. It's not that difficult to retighten, so it's not a big deal. As I mentioned, I really didn't tighten it down that much anyway. Yeah, there we go. It's a little straighter now. That's interesting. When I put this end piece on, it actually pushes the screen forward. Let me see if I can show you. Ever so slightly. You can see that. Pretty sure it's not supposed to leave its seating area there. So, what do we do? I don't know. I don't know what to do in this case, because this is the front plate. This is the back plate. We know that. There's no other way that this can go. I'm trying to see if these holes would be seated in a different location, or if I would be able to seat this over here on this side. But no, it does not. Let's put this other end piece on. just so I can get a real feel of what it would be like here. So that's it right there. Let's see if this button clips on in this. Okay. Alright, something's definitely wrong. This button does not reach now. So, well, it looks like it's not wrong. Something's not wrong. I shouldn't have taken it off, it looks like. So let me go ahead and put that back on. And now there we go. Okay. So that's what that would be like. So once I tighten this down, let's see. I guess that's how that works. I'm looking at the holes here, how they match up. That's the only way that this board sits on the back here. Even if I turned it around, it doesn't have the two holes up here to tighten it down or to screw it in. If I turned it upside down and put this longer end towards the back, obviously you wouldn't be able to put this acrylic piece on, so obviously that's not the way it goes. I'm pretty sure this is it. I could just actually use this unit without putting it in this case. Obviously it would be better protected in the case instead of having this just thrown around, put in a drawer, you know, with open components in the back. You got what, fuses, resistors, capacitors. I believe these are two little resistors up here, way at the top. Let's see, yeah, right there. Alright, well, I don't want to keep this video dragging on, so let's go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and put it all together. And then that's it. And then we'll be done. And I guess I'll let you know in future videos on how this is, how this really works out and how many times I need to actually use this particular testing part there. And if I find myself having to use that, then I'll just be stripping this out of its case and just using it that way. And if it ruins, or if I ruin it, then I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're cheap, but that doesn't mean I want to spend $10 every, you know, every so months to replace it. You know, so all right, let's get her all together. These are not tightened down, but there you go. I lost functionality, full functionality of this item just by the case alone, just by adding the case. But I'm pretty confident that we did put this together correctly. So yeah, there you go. $8.99 diode tester on eBay. So if you're interested, you know what to expect if you buy the one with the case. And now again, they do come without the case. I don't think it's much cheaper, but you know, I bought the one with the case because I wanted it to be protected, last me a lot longer than, you know, than you would without one, or than it would without one. But we lost functionality of that pad there, and I think it's a bit of a pain to have to open this to change the battery out. So it's really up to you if you are looking for one of these and whether or not you want to get the case or not. So anyway, thank you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Till next time.